Hello there, I'm Dejan and welcome to a new video. So, as you can hear probably, my voice doesn't sound as crisp as usual. It's 10:30 in the morning, and even if it doesn't sound that early to you, for a bartender that's basically sunrise. So the reason why I'm recording this morning and this early is very simple. Today is the day where I have my first offline tournament. And the tournament is gonna start in like an hour and a half. So after I record this intro, I'm gonna get ready and start to move towards the location. It's a small dojo event. I think it's gonna be around 50 participants, nothing more. And I just wanted to tell you this story about how this tournament is gonna go on a perspective of someone that never did this kind of events and still is not the strongest Tekken player. Because I think something that I'm feeling is this kind of foggy feeling of not knowing which level are obviously is going to be the tournament. There are going to be a lot of players stronger than me. Yes, of course. What I want to do with this video is test the water for me and for anyone else that wants to, is thinking to maybe participate to a tournament and get some offline experience. What's my target for the day is very simple. Play the best Tekken I can play, and if I have to go out with 2-0, 2-0, that's fine, as long as I'm well aware of, I played okay, I'm just not knowledgeable of the game enough yet. As soon as I come home, I'm gonna record my opinion, and I'm gonna tell basically how the tournament went, and I'll see you tonight. I'm back. The hat is here, I'm back home, tournament is over, sun is down, let's talk about it. I just rewatched a couple of pieces of the video I recorded this morning, the intro I recorded this morning when I just woke up. Oh my god, I look miserable and obliterated by my yesterday shift. That shows us as well another thing about competitive players that we never think about. These people travels a lot, travels maybe the day before because they have as well regular jobs, most of them, and they sleep nothing and then they compete for 12 hours straight in major tournaments. And I was struggling for just waking up and getting a couple of casuals before my first game this morning. And that should make us realize how hard it is anyway to perform on the top level. I'm not gonna say, yes, it's the hardest job in the world. No, it's not the hardest job in the world, but there is a weight behind it. As there is in every job, and I think no one ever considered this. Anyway, so tournament went. The tournament was a dojo event. It's called Side Quest Showdown. Is in this Side Quest hub, I think it's called. Is a gamer hub in London, and they do a Tekken dojo every first week of the month. And it went well. So my target was perform well. That was mandatory. That one was to get out a result that wouldn't make me feel you did what you were supposed to do, okay? Even because I didn't know the level of the players. So for me the important was just get eliminated, but get eliminated giving everything you could do, knowing that you play at your best, there wasn't much you could do. Great. Target number one achieved. So let's do a breakdown of my matches. Match number one has been my first loss. So I went there, and I went there at 12 o'clock. 12 to 1 was check-in, and I did some casual with some people that I met there. And when I was playing casual, I got caught. And probably, and I'm not absolutely blaming, giving any fault to anyone else but me. This was my fault. Apparently I got called, but I didn't answer the call. And they say, and I saw when they were calling at the beginning, they were calling for a lot of times. So what probably happened is they just mispronounced my name. As my name is and I just didn't answer because that doesn't sound like my name. And therefore, my first match on a dojo offline event is a loss for being disqualified, for not showing up. That's how my tournament started. And again, that's completely on me. I am a participant, I sign up and I say agree to the rules. I don't blame anyone to read a name, to mispronounce a name that is not in their language. It's not their fault, absolutely. But that's how it started. So I started in loser brackets, basically. And, well, it was a bit daunting. It was a bit depressing. It was a bit stressing. Because knowing that, in my mind, I was like, okay, for me, I win the tournament if I win a match. And having directly just one shot at it, basically, it puts a bit more stress on me. Which I think it was good at the end. Because on my second match, I got paired with a Lars main. And the guy is super funny. We had such a good time. We were laughing so much during our match. And long story short, I won. I won Suo, and it was a great match. The first one, I won 3 rounds out of 3. Simple. I played well. I played my game. Take my distance. Got my counter hits. Got my hatchets. Great. Second match starts, and he goes 2 rounds up in 1 minute. Just start to Lars things, and he smashes me. And in my mind, I'm already, okay, we go to the final. We go to the final match already. And then I bring it back 2-0 to 3-2 with a sneaky snake edge that I pulled. It looks at when I pull out the snake edge, it literally looked at me and it was going mad. It's like it was so funny because he was doing all this Lars stuff, and I just like, okay, you know, I don't know what to do. I snake edge, and he crushed his eye, and it just connected, and I got their own back. And then I did as well a very nice taunt hit smash, very perfect taunt hit smash, and it was very sweet. So like this, I take it back, and I win 2-0 my first round. Great. And then I move on. On losers round number 2, I get paired with an Asuka main. And it was a guy that I played in casuals before when we were warming up. And it was fun because this guy was with 2 other friends, and we played together. I played with all of his friends, and he was the only one that completely smashed me 3-0. And not 3 rounds 0, I mean 3 matches 0. It was probably 9 rounds to 1, something like that. And unluckily for him, I noticed when I was playing with him why he was beating me. Because I was trying to play my counter hit game from distance, just waiting, baiting, and waiting the 3+2 against someone that was just waiting for me and launching me every time I was doing 3+4. 3+4, launch. 3+4, launch. And I lost 9 rounds like this. Having this match before, I think it gave me an advantage because I completely approached the match with a different setup. It was more focused on back 1 and hatchets, which were, and quarter circle back 1, which were way better options to close the distance. And I played all in this way, and I won against 2-0. And now I'm flying. Like, my tournament is won. What started as a bad experience because of my inexperience turned out to be great. I'm playing great, I'm adapting, I'm playing good, and things are working. And for my third match, just because I got the full package of this, I get paired with a Brian main. We both knew we were playing Brian because I had a chat with this guy earlier. He was asking me things about my controller, and we discovered we were Brian main, you know, all through to the codes and everything. And after he came to me, he asked me, did you win your match? I said, yes, okay, so I'm your next opponent. And look at him, he's like, no worries, I'm gonna be a loyal Brian player, we're gonna have a nice Brian mirror. And oh my god, that match was fire. It was, he ended up 2-1 for me, but it was a continuous back and forth. And it was great. And I placed again another taunt hit smash, and I won on the last. I think the last match ended up 3-1 for me. So, and I moved forward one more time on 2-1. But this one was a match for everyone. This one was very close. It wasn't. It didn't feel like I was dominating any time. And for the fourth match, I had the chance to see my next opponent on the stream. There was a television in the kind of hall where the people was gathering and waiting, where they were showing the stream of the tournament. And my next opponent would have been the one that would have won that match, so I could see who was. And it was either a Rain or a Victor. And when I saw that, I was already crying. And then the Victor won. So I got paired with a Victor. And it starts very well, because I win the first match. He takes back the second match closely, but he takes it back. And on the third match, we go to the final round. And that's when I realized I was too stressed over there. That's the moment where I realized I didn't have control anymore. Because I blocked 2 down back 4, which is the stagger low, that he counter launches from Victor, but if you block it, you just obliterate him because you launch him with is, I don't know, probably minus 20, something like that. So you just, when you block it, you launch it. And I blocked the first one and I don't launch because I wasn't expecting it to throw something like this crazy. And I blocked the second one and I don't launch it, and that's where I got like frustrated a bit. And I was waiting for his mid-high because I noticed he was playing a lot of Victor and do a lot of plus frame chip damage into it, and like the classic Victor. And he does twice the mid teleport high move, and you know that's stackable, and I can react on that. Online I almost always react on that. And I could not react to that twice. And I lose the final round. So at the end of the day, I get home with 3 wins, 2 losses. And that victory would have brought me that round that I basically choked, we could say that, would have brought me 1 round away from top 8. Which I saw who was my opponent. It would have been very difficult, but again, possible. There were, from what I saw, there were 4 players that I feel like to say, okay, I don't have a chance completely against them. All the others, I was like, you can work with this. There is something you can do here. That was good. At the end of the day, the experience was great. Now, what's my opinion on Tekken 8 offline? What's my opinion on offline events? What's my opinion in the experience? All the matches I have together, every single match I had today, it was better than every single match I had since Tekken 7 online. Period. Sorry, because I played that. Since Tekken Evolution, because I played Tekken Evolution online as well. And who doesn't know what is, no worries, you don't need to know what is Tekken Evolution. You don't need to know what is Tekken Evolution. Anyway, yeah, every single match has been 10 times better than every single match you can do offline. That's the best Tekken you can play. There is no winning or losing. Apart for the tournament, obviously. I'm talking as well, I'm including the concept of casuals as well. There is no winning or losing. It's just real fun. I never laughed so much and enjoyed so much playing Tekken. Never. It was so good, it was so fun. You are with people that just wants to play the game and wants to play the game with you, with someone else, and just wants to know more about the game. And you share opinion, experience, and everything. It's so good. It's so good. Now, which level do you need to be to participate to this kind of events? Really none. Really none. You don't need to be to any level. These events, especially the dojo one, are perfect because first of all, they're not that expensive. Okay, this one was £10. A bigger dojo, let's say a 100 plus dojo would be probably 15 quid, maybe 20. And the worst case scenario that happens is that you go there, you lose 2-0. Okay, that's the worst result you can get. You lose and you lose. Because shit happens. And then you have the whole day to spend to play with people that, no worry, as well is out of the tournament. Because when you get out of the tournament, there is other people that is going out of the tournament. It's not only you. And you play the best Tekken you ever play. There is no online experience that can get to that level, to play with someone next to you and have fun. It was just so good. Like the best match I had today was before the tournament. I arrived there and I was one of the first person showing up because I don't know how it works, so I want to be there on time and see and ask questions and how it works and everything. And I meet these 3 guys that were waiting and we started to play together. So they were 3. I told them, look, you want a 4th? We do a couple of casuals and we rotate. Say yes. And I played 3 matches against the Yoshimitsu. We didn't stop laugh a single moment of our match. It was insane. It was the best Tekken I ever played. So absolutely, you have the chance, because I understand that maybe someone doesn't live in a place where they do tournaments or anything. You cannot get to one, but you have the chance to get to a tournament, to a dojo especially. Not a big one, because I'm gonna go to VS Fighting in August in Birmingham, which is one of the biggest events in Europe. It's one of the master events of the Tekken World Tour. That's expensive. I'm not gonna lie, going there is an investment, because you have to last 3 days, the tickets is expensive, the travel is expensive, the accommodation is expensive. So no, you don't need necessarily to go to these tournaments. But those events, you have them near your place, you can do them. You're gonna have the best time. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed a bit of talk and I wanted just to try to explain to people, especially like me, that just that never had experience offline and wants to do some, how it is. Because I understand there is this kind of fog and wall of fear, like I'm not good enough. No, you're good enough. Go for it. You have a dojo near your house, go for it. Have fun. You're gonna meet people, you're just gonna improve your Tekken. So go for it. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done it yet, please consider subscribing. Please. There is a good chance that it's not the first or the second time you see my face on your monitor. So maybe there is some value in what I'm doing, and if you would like to reward it with one click, it would be great. It would be very much appreciated. I'm gonna start to look into doing a Discord server as well, because I think the numbers start to become, good enough to have a group, have a community. Our community is growing. We are growing together. So I think it's time to start to have our little dojo where we can train together, And as well, I want to start to plan some tournament online first. And in the future, which is, we don't know yet when, I would like to, if possible, start to organize some offline event. And that would be a dream come true. But until then, I've been Dejan. You have been amazing as usual. If you want to see some more talking about tournaments, more about pro players in this case, and professional Tekken, people that knows how to play the game, well, don't forget to check out this video over here. Don't remember which side it is. Until then, thank you so much. Ciao!